I wasn't always alone in this world. I still remember the day my mother passed away. I was only 10 years old. One moment she was there, smiling and hugging me goodnight, and the next she was gone forever. After that, everything in my life began to change. My father tried to be strong, but the pain made him distant. He stopped laughing, stopped talking, and stopped being the father I once knew. A few years later, he met someone new. Her name was Margaret. At first, I thought maybe she could help fill the empty space in our home. Maybe she would be kind, warm, and help my father smile again. But I was wrong. From the moment she entered our house, everything changed, and not for the better. Unlike my mother, Margaret didn't speak to me kindly. She didn't ask how my day was or whether I missed my mom. Instead, she ignored me, treated me like a shadow, and made it clear that I wasn't welcome. Every day, she made my life harder. She didn't like my presence not one bit. The house felt cold, not because it was empty, but because her heart was closed to me. Margaret didn't just dislike me, she hated me. She loved my stepsister Anna, who barely helped around the house. Anna spent her days playing games, doing nothing. While I woke up before dawn to clean, cook, and finish chores Margaret assigned without saying a single kind word. I worked like a servant, yet no one thanked me. No one treated me with love. Every morning, I'd wash dishes before the sun rose. I scrubbed floors until my hands hurt. I cooked breakfast before anyone else woke up. And as I worked, I would imagine a different life, one where someone cared about me, where I felt loved and seen. I dreamed of a home full of laughter, not silence and hurt. At school, I tried to act normal. I smiled at my friends, pretended everything was fine, but inside I felt invisible. Some days it felt like no one could hear my thoughts, like I was invisible even to myself. I remember once trying to talk to my father about how Margaret treated me, but he barely listened. His eyes were distant, and though he didn't say it, I knew he believed Margaret over me. One day, something inside me broke. I stood in front of the mirror and asked myself, why am I doing all this? Why do I feel like I don't deserve kindness? Tears fell down my cheeks, not because I was weak, but because I had been carrying pain for so long that I forgot what it felt like to hope. I hated being ignored. I hated feeling small. I hated pretending to be okay when everything inside me was hurting. But then I remembered the stories my mother used to tell me about courage, about kindness, about believing in yourself no matter what. And in that moment, something changed. I decided that no matter how others treated me, I would choose to be kind to myself. I would wake up every day and remind myself that I deserved love even if others couldn't give it to me. I started small. I made myself breakfast. I told myself I was proud of what I accomplished. I studied harder in school. I made new friends. And little by little, people started seeing me not the unhappy kid in the background, but someone who stood tall and didn't give up. I realized that love doesn't always come from family. Sometimes it comes from within, or from the people who choose to stand by you. And that made all the difference. Today, I'm still healing. Margaret's words still echo sometimes, but I no longer let them define me. I may not have had the love I hoped for at home, but I found something stronger. I found my own voice, and I learned that I matter too.